International Financial Reporting Standards (IFRS) are a set of accounting standards that govern how particular types of transactions and events should be reported in financial statements. They were developed and are maintained by the International Accounting Standards Board (IASB). The IASB's objective is that the standards be applied on a globally consistent basis to provide investors and the other users of financial statements with the ability to compare the financial performance of publicly listed companies on a like-for-like basis with their international peers. The International Financial Reporting Standards Foundation, or IFRS Foundation, is a non-profit organization that oversees financial reporting standard setting. Its main objectives include the development and promotion of the International Financial Reporting Standards (IFRS) through the International Accounting Standards Board (IASB) for accounting standards and the International Sustainability Standards Board for sustainability-related standards. The IFRS Foundation states that its mission is to develop IFRS standards that bring transparency, accountability, and efficiency to financial markets around the world, and that their work serves the public interest by fostering trust, growth, and long-term financial stability in the global economy. The foundation is governed by a group of 22 trustees, themselves under the oversight of a monitoring board of public authorities. In 2001, the International Accounting Standards Committee (IASC), established in 1973, reformed itself under a new dual structure consisting mainly of an independent standard-setting body, the International Accounting Standards Board, and a foundation that appoints and funds the IASB, initially named the IASC Foundation. The IASB assumed accounting standard-setting responsibilities from the IASC on 1 March 2001. The IASC Foundation changed its name to IFRS Foundation on 1 July 2010. During the first 20 years of activity, the IASB was the Foundation's dominant standard-setting body. In 2021, the IFRS Foundation established a second standard-setting board under itself, the International Sustainability Standards Board. The process allows stakeholders from all over the world to weigh in on and review the standard setting, assisting us in ensuring that the criteria are developed using the finest thinking available globally. The right procedures must be followed in order to create high-quality IFRS standards and give stakeholders the assurance that the pertinent opinions have been taken into account. The procedure increases the standard's credibility, validity, and universal acceptance.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Husna binti Wan Harun and my metric number is 2115316. So I am the next presenter and I'm gonna explain about the International Financial Reporting Standard (IFRS) and the Monitoring Board. Right now, I want to explain about the International Financial Reporting Standard Objective. The IFRS Standard Objective with the mission to develop a set of high quality, understandable, enforceable, and globally accepted for financial reporting standard for financial statement in the public interest. So it reminds me of what I have studied in the class, which is the characteristic in reporting standard: comparability, verifiability, timeliness, and understandability that enhance the usefulness of information that is relevant and faithfully represented. It can be seen when the IFRS can provide an adequate starting point for accounting based on IFRS, in addition to being generated at a cost that does not accept the benefit for the user. Next, I'm gonna move on to the Foundation Monitoring Board. Before I explain about the function of Monitoring Board, I'm gonna explain about what is Monitoring Board. The Monitoring Board was created in January 2009 with the aim of providing a formal link between the trustees and public authorities in order to enhance the public accountability of the International Financial Reporting Standard Foundation. So, the function of Monitoring Board. The Monitoring Board participates in the process of appointing International Financial Reporting Standard Foundation trustee to approve the appointment of trustee according to the guidelines set out in the International Financial Reporting Standard Foundation Constitution. Second, to review and provide advice to the trustee on their fulfillment of the responsibilities set out in the IFRS Foundation Constitution. Monitoring Board serve a mechanism for formal interaction between capital market authorities and the IFRS Foundation. And the goal of the Monitoring Board to enhance public accountability of the IFRS Foundation while not impairing the independence of the standard setting process. Not least, I want to mention other responsibility of the Monitoring Board. The Monitoring Board review the adequacy and appropriateness of trustee arrangement for financing the IASB. Second, the Monitoring Board has oversight responsibilities in relation to the trustees, their oversight of the IASB activities of the International Accounting Standard Board, IASB. And last but not least, the Monitoring Board confers with the trustee regarding their responsibility, in particular in relation to the regulatory, legal and policy development that are pertinent to the IFRS Foundation oversight of the IASB.
The IFRS timeliness. The Monitoring Board also introduced a periodic evaluation and assessment process for existing members every 2 years. Relevance is also one of the characteristics that have in IFRS because it provides appropriate representation for relevant authorities and whether the foundation's current governance structure functions effectively.